I'll grab this. If it's the memo.
Okay, let's talk about what actually happened with the memo here. What's in it? I think so. The secretary mentioned the president had an executive order on drones a couple months ago. There's two sides to this, right? When we talk about technology, there's also the policy side. What we saw in this memo, right, was actual policy changes that I'd be interested to get a soldier's take on a Marine's
not
take.
a soldier.
A Marine's take.
Thankfully not a soldier.
On the value of that memo. What's in this thing? They are now changing drones from a durable technology, group 1 and 2 drones, which is just the category, the size of how big these things are, from a durable technology, meaning that it has to be preserved, to a consumable technology, meaning soldiers are, and airmen and Marines and anybody who's using this is not going to be penalized if they destroy the drone. Does that matter?
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you think about how we care for things, at the lowest tactical level, when you have something that is durable, that's supposed to last, well, your Marines, sometimes your soldiers, spend a lot of time taking care of that. You're doing daily inspections. You are, making sure it gets into a maintenance cycle. There's all this apparatus that surrounds it that takes a lot of energy and effort. When something's attritable, you make sure it works, but then you get to go play with it, right? It's like a pencil. If you lose a pencil, hey, we'll get a new one. And you're not overreacting, and you're actually getting to play with this stuff, to experiment it, and you're actually going to understand how we actually fight with these things, which will be good.
Nobody's getting court-martialed for breaking a pencil.
Yeah.
Now you're not going to get in trouble for breaking a drone. The context here, I think, if you've been tracking it all, kind of what's going on in Ukraine the last few weeks, we've seen the largest drone swarms thrown at that country in human history. Russia is sending 500, 700, 800 plus drones in single wave attacks at Ukraine. The United States doesn't even have that capacity today. We don't have that many drones to expend, and we certainly don't have enough people to pilot them, whether they're first person or in an automated swarm. At least we haven't seen that publicly yet. So what you're seeing here is in a absolutely hilarious fashion. I mean, there's so many questions around how many takes did this take? Who exactly was filming this video? And did the drone ever hit the secretary in any early versions? I mean, there's lots of questions. The video is hilarious. The substance is super friggin' important. Super serious.
I mean, the execution of the video is probably really an interesting story, but the execution also of how this policy comes, right? It's not just going to be whether we switch from how we define it of durable and attritable. The other question is, do we build the defense industrial base to match that? If it's actually attritable, well, then when I break the drone, when I use it, I need to have the next one ready up and going. And I don't know that we're there yet as a defense, as a country, to actually have that next drone ready to go immediately.
Yeah. Well, what we are seeing is that the drone companies, the people who have been spending some of them 5, 10, even 15 years building drones and waiting for the day when the government
everybody has a drone company going through Y Combinator right now, right?
So the YC companies are friggin' fired up. No, we saw the Vector advisor was on Fox News this morning. The Neros guys are super fired up. The president actually tweeted about the Fox News appearance. So this is the government at the highest levels is pretty engaged on this issue. We've got the U.S. National Drone Association is scheduling some crucible events where you're going to see the different drone teams from different service branches competing against each other. I think we're about to enter.
Marines are going to win, right?
Well, the Marines were in that video, so maybe the Marines have already won, my friend. We're going to see a new era of drone-based competition.